So here, this is Casey from iWidgets.
Okay, hi there. So I'm going to try to go through the deck pretty quickly here, but just give you some background on iWidgets. iWidgets is a visual IDE for creating social applications, so you can drag and drop to deploy to different places like Facebook, MySpace, i5, all the OpenSocial places. So, a little bit about us. Peter has a history of doing this. You look back at Java. He created like JRAD and things like that. So this is the same kind of thing, okay, for social applications, a drag and drop type of deal. I'm bringing in a little bit of evil from advertisers. And then we're very small. We have only 6 people. I've been working on it about 17 months. And while I'm going to talk to you about the solution more from a developer perspective, we are targeting advertisers and brands, trying to make it really easy for them to deploy to social environments. So this is pretty telling. These are Alexa graphs that show that basically people aren't going to destination sites anymore. So you all probably know this. What they're doing is going to a smaller set of places like Facebook and MySpace. So this is a real painful thing for all the brands because they want to get to these places, but they don't want to have to learn all the social APIs to get there. So what we do is take all of their existing content, it's especially true for media companies or for Web 2.0 companies that have user-generated content, take that content and put it on the social networks where people already are. This is just a graph showing that they're going there. Our business model is to allow them to quickly create these CPM, CPC. So so CBS shows videos on MySpace or Facebook. They have a pre-roll advertisement, and we get a cut of that pre-roll, or we drive traffic back to the destination site through CPC. So this is different from the cost per install model in that it actually maps on to the businesses and the way they make money. So what we're trying to do is go from end to end. So be able to create, publish, distribute, monetize, and analyze. And what this will allow you to do is treat social apps like they treat banner ads. So be able to do A/B testing, see what works, and then keep iterating. One thing that's different about this drag and drop, it's been failing for many years, but in the case of widgets and social apps, it's a more finite use case. So we think it's much more successful here. One thing we do is the write once, run anywhere. So it's OpenSocial just makes it very much easier for us. But then we still have to face deploying to Facebook and OpenSocial and the differences. And I'll show you some of the ways in which we do that. So I think I'll just get to it. So you can go to iWidgets.com today and build widgets. And it's free for you. What we'll do is put advertising on the Canvas page. And there's a few different ways you can get started. You can just go to produce. We have some templates. Oh. How's that? Detect. Turn on here. Okay. So this is a pretty blown up display, but you can see that we have a few different ways to get into the widget creation process. You can, if you have an existing URL for an RSS feed, then you can enter it into one of these, and then it'll automatically create the widget for you, or a lot of the components. Most of us in this room are probably going to want to just be working in more of like an expert mode. So the idea is that anybody who could use Yahoo Pipes or maybe even PowerPoint should be able to use our product. So I want to show you one of the demos we did. We get a lot of inbound calls, and the nice thing is we can just create a demo within 15 minutes to an hour, and then when we get on the phone with them, we actually have applications working on the different platforms. So this is Girls Next Door, television program, of perhaps questionable character, but you can modify from different views. So here we have wide view, but you also have a narrow view and a canvas view. So this is a bit different from widget creation, and they were really getting into more app creation. And then you can preview. Anything on here is just drag and drop. If I want to change the size of the graphics, change the size of the video player, what have you, drop downs, all the form elements. You have different services here. Like you can fetch a feed. You can generate news feed items. So this would be an activity item. You also can have user inputs. So a lot of times you'll have a username or something that you want them to enter. This would appear on the Canvas page, and it uses OpenSocial's data store APIs to store and retrieve that. You can share, go to different places. So this is what that would look like. It's using the actual player from E Online, Brightcove player. And then you can play. You can pick a favorite girl, favorite model, and this would post to the activity feed saying so and so changed their favorite girl. The way that looks is you saw that I dragged over a newsfeed component. I can say in here what that newsfeed looks like. Oh, show their profile name, then some text, then the label from the actual feed, which is the video title, some more text, a link to the application. So people are really free to change all this and do the A/B testing that I was mentioning, and see, to optimize. And then you publish. So the destinations we support right now are Facebook, MySpace, High5, Bevo's in the works. They just announced the JavaScript support, iGoogle, and then we partner with some other widget people like WidgetBox and ClearSpring. So let's see it on MySpace. It's a split screen sort of iframe, and basically tells you that you have to create an email address for MySpace, and walks you through that process. Gives you the app XML. Right now on MySpace, you have the left and right columns, but now they're going to have the Profile 2.0. Not seeing my iframe, but let's. But you basically copy that app XML into your developer app. Let's see. Let me get into iGoogle here. You see a couple of them running here because the screen's pretty small. It's a bit scrunched. But basically, these resize dynamically. You'll see as I move around in iGoogle, it resizes. This is really important because, as a couple of people pointed out, on OpenSocial, the containers have different sizes, and so this helps you deal with that problem. We have a series of positioning things. So in addition to doing the different paging views, you can specify resizing. So I can say that a certain component either hug the right side or resize itself. And so this is how we deal with that problem and make it easier for you. So things that we're going to be adding are just more social components, basically ratings, polls, and quizzes, the ability to upload videos, user-generated content, and that's it.
Great, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Casey.
Okay.
Really sleek UI for creating these things.